What's up guys? In today's video we're going to be showing you guys some of the best spots to go to and also how to peek the spot and also some tips and tricks along the way. So make sure to watch the whole video for a bunch of tips and tricks, and I guarantee you that you'll get way better after this video, and I'm going to be demonstrating the tricks on my sister. So let's get into the video. So our first map is going to be Ridge, and the first thing that you can do on this is dash up here, go to pull, and if someone's up there, you can jump and shoot at the same time. So go about right here, and then you can shoot them and jump off at the same time, basically. And it's a really good mechanic because it's very hard to get hit. And the other thing is to go right here, and you can actually hit people's toes if they go mid right there, or if they're weird and they go down here, and if they jump up, you can peek and hit them. So that's also a pretty good spot. And the last spot is to rush mid, and if someone's on the other side, you shouldn't really go down here this way if you're gonna go down at all, because if you're playing basically anything but ones, these people can hit you if they're over here. So what you can do is, I guess you could go down this side, but what you should do is go like halfway and then jump up and hit them, because it really catches them off guard because they can't see you, because they don't really know where you're gonna go after you jump up. Like when you go halfway, they can't see you anymore, so they don't know where you're gonna go, so they get confused. So that's it for Ridge. Now that's gonna be it for Central. So our next map is gonna be Aerial, and if you spawn on this side, one of my favorite ways to peek it is to go right here and pretend that this crate isn't even here, and just angle yourself to where you're behind this wall, but don't go too close, because then you could like hit the wall or the crate. So if you go around like right here and you're behind that wall, and if you jump up and hit them, they can only see your head, and obviously they can't really even hit your head nor react to it, so it's a really good spot. And then the other spot on this side is to go right here, but if your arm is sticking out right here, they can hit your arm and your back. So if you're right here and you have your gun out, you're not hittable, so this is the perfect spot. But like if you're like trying to get like really close and you're like right here, they can hit your back and your arm. So shift lock and go like as far as you can without having your arm show, and that's how you tell if you're hittable, is if your arm's showing. Then they can also hit your back. So right here is like the perfect spot, and then you can just barely peek them and then just basically hit them. So let's say that someone is mid and you're trying to hide from them and they're gonna peek you. You can go tunnel, but if one of their teammates is there, you can't, because they're there too. So you can go right here and they can barely hit you. It's like really hard for them to hit you, and then what you can do is if they peek, you can peek out and hit them, and then there's no one at mid, so you can just normally peek how you would do in any start of a match on this side. Now let's say that someone is there against you. The way to counter it is to go right about here, anywhere in this corner, basically like right here. And what you can do is go right here, jump up, and aim for like their head. So if you're about right here, you can hit them, and it's really easy. Now for this side, what I like to do one of my favorite ways is immediately off spawn I dash and line myself up right here. So then if people are trying to rush mid or if they go crate, you can just easily hit them. But there's a counter, which is obviously tunnel. One thing you can do is just like hope that no one goes tunnel, but also maybe one of your teammates can go tunnel, because then that you know that they can't come, because then your teammate would just kill them. Or if you like know that all of them are over here, you can use that spot, and if they're like going to dash to mid, then you can just hit them. And then the other spot is to do a folder peek, which is like this. You line yourself up like around like that, and then you can like zoom in a little, and then you barely tap your A key, and they can like only see your bullet when you do that. So it's really hard to get hit, and it's a really good spot. So there's one last thing, which is this ladder right here. You can't get hit if you're right here, so don't go like against it, because then you won't be able to really peek it, because you can't even get out. So go like right here, and what you can do is just like hold and then barely tap your A key, and then just like hit them, even though it's kind of hard. Or you can just kind of like do that. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about is if you have sprint and dash, always rush mid, because you can make them feel like awkward. And if you're going to rush mid on this side, don't do this. That's the wrong thing, because then you're still hittable. What you need to do is like pretend that you're going to this, so dash to this instead. So then when you're walking over here, you'll have cover, because if you just dash straight for this, you'll be right here, and then you're hittable. So then go dash to right here, and then like go along this stuff, and then obviously go up, and then you can jump and hit them. And that is basically it for aerial. Okay, so the next map is Lodge, and obviously there's two ways, basement or normal. And if you're going to go normal, the way to peek it is to shift lock and line up like this. And then if they peek out, you can hit them, and from their POV, you can like only see their bullet. So it's like really hard for them to hit you when they're doing that, and almost impossible, because no one even really has that reaction time. So that's really hard. Then obviously the other way is basement, and you can just peek it like normally like this, but if you want to go behind this couch, you can, because it is like really good, because if they peek out, they can't even really see from here, but if you jump up, they can hit you, but they probably won't even know where you are at first, and then you can just hit them. Now let's say that someone is up there and you're like right here. You can just obviously walk up, but will probably hit you. So what you can do is, if you have dash and then jump and then hit them, because it creates this like weird animation where you like do like a flip almost. So it's like it catches them off guard and they get confused. And I don't know if they can hit you when you do that. And then the last and other way to go when you're on this side is to right here. If you're going to peek this spot, what you're going to want to do is shift lock, unshift lock, and then pull out your gun, and you should be at an angle like this. So you can either hold jump and just do that, or you can just normally peek it. So that's basically it for Lodge, because there's not that much things about it. I just wanted to show you guys how to peek it and some tips and tricks about it. So the next map is Central, and the first way, what you can do if you spawn on this side is obviously go ladder if there's like someone trying to rush mid or something, or you can just rush mid and go here or here. And if you're willing to take the risk, you can go over here, and if you try and peek, you can go over there. But a thing that I kind of just made up is right off spawn, immediately go right here, and then if they want to rush in, you can just hit them when you do that. So that's a really good thing. And then also you can peek this spot right here, go line up about right here, and if they try and peek, you can barely press your A key, and you are kind of hittable, but if you actually can hit them like that, they look like they're behind the wall from their screen, but it's because of delay. And then it's really good spot because you can barely see them, honestly. So it's pretty good spot. Now for this side, you can obviously just peek this spot or something, and then you can obviously go ladder if they like try and rush in, or you can just kind of like wait here for them to cross, or you can just rush mid. And if you're in a rush mid, go to this box, because then you can hit them if they're trying to peek. But a kind of cool tip is, you're kind of hittable when you do this, but not that much, is you can go right here against this wall, and you can either just keep shooting if they peek, or just spam throw knives, and it's kind of annoying, but you can do it if you want, but it's not the best spot. Now that's gonna be it for Central. So for Proto, if you spawn on this side, what you can do is go up this stairway, and then line yourself up when you're right here, like about right there, and then like zoom in a couple, and if they try and go up, you can like just basically just hit them. But the wrong thing to do is just go right in the middle, because then if you just jump straight up, it's super easy for them to hit you. So what you can do is go against this, so then you're covered by that, and you're like halfway covered by this, because half your body is covered by that. And then if you want to go here, if someone is up there, the way to counter it is by going like right here and barely tapping your A key and then shoot. And you need to have your crosshair a little more up. And then if they jump and peek out, you can just like hit them, and it's really hard for them to hit you when you're doing that, but really easy for you to hit them, kind of. But so if you're here and someone's on the other side, you can just walk up and shoot them. Because if you do that, they can't really react that fast. But what you can do on this side, it works probably better, is just jump across and just do that. Now lastly, for this side, obviously you can go this way and do the same strategy what I taught you, just jump across and just jump and hit them. And then the other way, obviously, is to go up the stairs. And the way to do that is to basically just like shift lock here and hit them. But a trick with this is you can actually do this and see through the wall. So like if they cross over to like over there, then you can go over here and then just hit them when they come over, if they're trying to outsmart you or something. And then there is a cool glitch with this where if you have the yoga pose emote, you can do it and then dash up, and you can either go up here to try and shoot them, or you can just, this is kind of skillful, but you can shoot them while you're in the air, but that one's harder to do. And that's basically all the maps. So if you get stuck on anything, just basically rewatch the video or something, and I hope this got you better at the game and stuff, guys. And shout out to my sister's channel, because she only has like 5 subscribers, so let's try and help her get 10. And her channel name is Senben Gamer, no caps, so try and help her reach 10. And I hope you guys get better from this video and have a good day. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.